What's up, fuckers? My name is Alexander Hamilton. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to Dream Daddy! Here comes that amazing song, and yes, I have to do this in every video. Okay, hey, hopping straight back into the game, continuing from Dad Book. Last time we went on the second date with Brian, which was a lot of fun, and I got extremely thirsty over shirtless Brian. Also, I feel I should acknowledge my mom's here. You can't see her because she's out of frame, but my mother is here because I've been sitting in my room by myself for a couple of days and I was getting lonely. So I've gone on the second dates with Craig, Brian, Robert, Damien, Hugo, and Joseph. So all that's left is Matt, sexy hipster guy. Our first date, we went to a punk concert and I ended up in a mosh pit, so that was a lot of fun. Wonder what the second date's gonna be like.
Don't know.
Should be fun. I will occasionally defer to her for decision making that I struggle with. Actually, you would have been a huge help with the second date with Joseph, because a lot of the choices was like one or two of these is a reference to a Jimmy Buffett song, and I was like, I don't freaking know, I don't listen to Jimmy Buffett. Okay, whatever. Anyway, getting back on track, gonna message Matt. Oh yeah, and Asami's gone. I forgot to mention that in the last video, but there's no more Asami. She had to go back with her dad. Came back in town after the funeral. Handing her off was actually kind of funny, because it was almost like we were handing off like a nuclear weapon or something. Just like place the cat carrier down, back away 6 feet so he can come and pick up the cat carrier. It was hilarious. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father? Wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at a coffee shop and listens to neo-jazz and stuff. Amanda? Are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make a short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar Pierce face. Oh hey, it's the dude that ran the merch booth at the pup concert. There. Oh, I just remembered I gave this guy like a New Yorkish accent. Like, hey, you're the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Aww. Is that the same accent I gave this guy last time? I don't even remember. Amanda cast a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda. Person I am a father to and am very protective of. And now I'd like to make your acquaintance. My name's Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay.
Dad.
A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I'm overwhelmed with fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child! Change the subject, defend witch house, reappropriate lines from Taken. Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Oh yeah, man, today's the first day. Matt's still training me. Alexander! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the background to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, though I'm only here until Vacant Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey, yeah.
Alright, Pablo, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? Americano football, decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. I don't know. I don't fucking know them about coffee. Americano, I guess? Americano football, please. Our coffee is as strong as that band's feelings. Good choice. I don't get it.
Hey, yeah.
American football is a sport, but it's also an emo band that made a good album, then waited over a decade and made another good album, and their music was very sad and sometimes featured sad trumpets.
Hey, yeah.
And I'm over-explaining the joke again. Gobble right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours. I was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Abso-fucking-lutely. And that's exactly what my character said.
Hey.
Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason he and I talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. You ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Oh.
There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intents, but I really think it's just nice to collect records. I just poured ice cold water down my shirt and my leg. That's freaking cold. Does that poster say sad swears? Okay.
Hey!
It's cool that in this day and age we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love.
Hey,
Me
yeah.
too, buddy. That's why I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favorite songs? It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. And now you just make me a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, arachno-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream. Don't even have to look at the other options. Cookies and cream. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Green, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. Enjoy Cherry Blossom. Scented things. Power Violence Cherry Blossom. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambiance, howls of the bone chorus. I'm gonna go with that. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. Where's Ibiza? It sounds like somewhere tropical, I guess.
You want me to Google it?
Yeah. Do you have your phone with you? I'm only using mine to film this. It's somewhere, like either a beach or a mountain. Either surrounded by sand and water or surrounded by trees. I poured water down my shirt again.
It's an island in the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, then that. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food? Shiny Click Clack. When I don't know what to choose, I default to Shiny Click Clack, and this one I won't have to re-roll, because there's actually 4 options. I put my trust in you, Shiny Click Clack! 4. Matt thinks for a moment.
Huh?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point they're old pros about feeling blue. Their music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Oh!
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. I Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and The Greatest Hit by Romeo Drive. I've heard of Mystery Skulls. Tight.
Hey!
The cashier rings Matt up and hands him back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey!
That nerd is my buddy Alexander. Alexander, this beacon of human charm is Molly. He got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? Oh, fuck yes. You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. They used to have a monthly open mic night at Time Out Youth. I miss toys so much. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes.
Man.
I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veil be playing? If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been at a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of my exes, struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't even know when my next meal was coming from. All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminded me of those moments in my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to was special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And even then, that reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Want to get high and listen to our new records? Yeah, why not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Molly's got a hookup. She says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Yeah, I'm gonna save real quick. Like, I've only ever gone to one concert before. It was just me and my sister going, and it was, why can't I remember what year it was? It had to have been 2019, right? I think it was January 2019. Yeah, Panic at the Disco, Pray for the Wicked. Yeah, and I've never smoked pot before, though I would love to try someday.
I didn't hear that.
What?
I didn't hear that.
I wouldn't get it. I would move to a state where it's legal and get a license. I'm a citizen of the law. I only do legal drugs. Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take down the heat. I promise. And just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that.
Hey,
But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves at the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
what?
Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner in one of those nasty grease dumpsters shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman? Surprised the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucy and Damien's son. Oh, shit. Ugh. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is leak. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Show him you're not wearing a wire. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. Cite mutually assured destruction. Shiny click clack. I land on a 4, I re-roll. Hey, come on, shiny click clack. 4, re-roll. 4 again. Come on. Another 4! Give me something that's not a 4! 2, okay. Impress him with your extensive knowledge of current drug lingo. I'm just gonna save just in case. Oh man, you know I'm cool. Every day I'm, ripping that stinky grass, you know? Stalin's handiwork. Dandelion of the Dam. 520? Bad choice.
College was too many years ago.
I'm sorry, what?
I said college was too many years ago.
Did you smoke weed in college?
No, but I knew lots of people who did.
Mm-hmm.
I was at lots of parties where weed was being smoking.
Yeah. Weed was being smoking.
Smoking.
I'm just gonna roll till I land on a 1 or a 2. Wait, no. 2 was the one I messed up. Till it lands on a 1 or a 3. 3 then. Okay. Cite mutually assured destruction. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you and we know you sell drugs. You might have dirt on us. We have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine. I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that the formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? 1? 1 what? Yeah.
Hey.
He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much?
Hey.
1. Oh my god. Look here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad and let's forget this ever happened. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree. That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off public propriety before we smoke this. Good idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. Feels like I'm 16 again.
They still have those on the counter at gas station.
I wouldn't know. Carmen Seed is having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. Awesome, let's do some drugs. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on the comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Hey.
If you say so. Matt pulls out some roly papers and sprinkles some... Okay. Matt pulls out some of the rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me the lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's open up the nug, smoke some of that gateway drug, rip that Gulf fairway? I need to stop putting my dice away. Okay, screw it. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. I don't know if that's what people call it. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much or am I just a baby? What? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh god. Do we develop a taste for meth? No. It's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano.
Can you not know the difference in the smell between weed and oregano?
I mean, I don't fucking know what weed smells like.
It smells like our elevator.
Oh, right. Well, I know what weed smoke smells like. I don't know what the actual herb smells like.
Pretty much the same thing. Because that sicky, sweet kind of smell to it.
Have I already told the story of Reefer Man on the channel? I feel like I have. I have a vague memory of telling the story of Reefer Man on an episode of Dream Daddy.
Well, original Reefer Man is gone, but there is somebody else in the building now.
The first Reefer Man moved out, and there's a second Reefer Man that now lives in the building. Like, I'm gonna retell the story of the first Reefer Man. Okay, so there was a dude that used to live in our building, where, like, at night, he would go out and just spend, like, what had to have been at least an hour, probably more, just hotboxing his car. And you caught him leaving the car once when you were walking the dogs at night.
Him and two buddies.
And it literally looked like one of those old music videos where it was like they open the car door and just smoke just wafts out. It was like he'd been running a fog machine in the car. It was all weed smoke. Like, this dude used to do this, like, almost, like, every night. And he would get in. You could literally smell where this man had been. Like, the scent of weed just followed him wherever he went. So, we get in the elevator and we smell that oh-so-familiar scent. Almost like cigarette smoke, but with this sickly sweet tinge to it. But whenever we smelled it on the elevator, I would just go... That smell that good kish. that original Reefer Man moved out, and now there is a new Reefer Man who once again stinks up the elevator with the scent of weed in the OG Reefer Man's absence. He has carried on his legacy well. Okay, back to the game. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt brought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again, see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that?
I mean, I don't know if I should.
Oh. Face cam's cutting out. Also, Matt has a sexy voice. Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm so sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. Wait, I married another person named Alex in this game? I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. Along it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letter reads, "Stillness the Dancing." And it looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. Traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. So when she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in. Right here. Since she was a kid, Rose always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it was opened. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I've told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Do you play?
Oh, man.
I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Hey,
Except for Ska Mina's Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad! Matt pulls out the piano bench. Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. Well,
Hey.
I know how to play Welcome to the Black Parade, but that's about it. I sit down at the piano. Go with the classic Stick to Your Ska Roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Stick to your ska roots. Hey, I think I'm doing it! I'm playing ska! Wait, that was just Smoke on the Water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
I mean, I don't know if I should.
I shouldn't. Come on.
Oh.
No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the key. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I never would have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Oh.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man, that was killer. You gonna pull that out for open mic night?
I mean,
Oh no, I never
don't know if
play
I
at
should.
those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense the Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is.
Oh.
Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my
Hey,
door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effect of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine.
Hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark save for the silver light coming from beneath Amanda's door. The sliver of light. Hold on. I knock lightly and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
What?
Wait, no. Hi, hungry? No. I'm Dad!
Oh god. The worst dad joke ever.
Excuse me, in my personal opinion, it's the best. Also, you literally pulled a hi, hungry, I'm Dad one time.
Yes, I did.
Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Eh?
Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I am not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. You know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight. It was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that you should play at the open mic night that's happening at the coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Excuse me. I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life, I'm a House Hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter who's crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? That song is stuck in my head all night. Come on, baby!
That was a hell of a date.
A? I'm sorry, A? Achievement progress, King of Carrot Flowers, 2 out of 3.
Welcome.
Don't spill it on
You've
your
got
shirt.
dads.
Well, looks like nobody else is going to be messaging me, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a fantastic day. Be gay. Do crime. I love you. Bye.